Hello everybody, I am Neyah and welcome back to my channel. In this pick a card, we are going to find out whether or not you're going to be successful in regards to your career, life purpose, and so much more. So let's move ahead and choose your pile. Okay, you guys, now that you have chose your pile, I can move ahead with group number 1. Let's find out together whether or not you're going to be successful in regards to your career, finances, life purpose, and so much more. And in case you might not be on the right path, let's also discover through the angels and my intuition, what can we do about it? So let's get started for those of you guys who chose pile number 1. All right, pile number 1, let's find out together. I'm going to start with the tarot and then proceed with the other oracle cards. Okay, so you guys have the following cards. You have the green bear, the great bear, which is the judgment card. Then you also have the two of bows, the two of wands, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And you also have the 9 of stones, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. By judging from this card, I can tell you immediately that pile number 1, you have been working so hard in the last years or in your lifetime at large. And with the great bear and the judgment card, I am seeing, because you can see this bear is welcoming you through a dark cave, which for me indicates pile number 1, that you have been undergoing a certain dark night of the soul. Now, it could be a Saturn return according to astrology, or it could be just a very heavy period of your life. And I'm not gonna lie, but for some of you, pile number 1, this could definitely be that it has been your entire lifetime. Your entire lifetime is being about purging and healing the parts of your ego that were blocking you from rising from the ashes. I am seeing, for those of you guys who chose pile number 1, you probably have started or you have been doing a lot of shadow work, because I'm definitely seeing that you were undergoing this chamber, this healing chamber. You were inside this healing chamber, understanding what were your talents exactly. And even right now, you might not see your direction super clearly, but I am picking up upon the energy that you are exiting this dark night of the soul. And very soon, you're going to see the light at the end of the tunnel. The judgment card, traditionally, it's a card that teaches us that everything is eternal and nothing is actually dying. But even death is just a doorway for another lifetime and for another transformation. And this has been a bit the key point of your life. You thrive during transformative periods of time, and that's why you have incarnated in this particular historical time. Now I'm seeing on a more personal level that you guys are going to have a very huge success, but your success, it's not gonna come from like out of the blue. It's definitely with the great bear, because I am seeing the star on top of the bear. The bear, by the way, could be your spirit animal or your shadow animal, but I'm definitely seeing that it's written in your destiny and your guides and angel are coming towards you, meaning with messages and synchronicities. Perhaps you have been seeing a lot of signs lately. You know, through the energy, maybe the energy around you is very still, but you know that something is going to happen and you're actually going to rise from the ashes, which is the traditional meaning of the judgment card. Why I'm saying this, because you also have have the 9 of stones, the 9 of pentacle. Now, in this particular card, this talks about also your ancestors being very close to you. So I feel that in the last 3 months, probably, you have discovered a talent that was hidden for a very long time, or you have renewed a talent that comes from a past life. And I am seeing that your lineage and your ancestors, as well as your spirit guides, are talking to you in this very moment or in this period. I am seeing that you have been probably manifesting, or you have been probably doing spells or meditating. You have been connecting with source energy for a very long time. And right now, through this card, the 9 of stones, I'm literally seeing this shaman completely connected to the moon, completely in alignment with source energy. And it looks like he has Stonehenge behind his back, which is a very important site when it comes down to vortexes of energy. Maybe you want to visit Stonehenge, or maybe you want to visit someplace in the world who have very importance in regards to vortexes. I am also seeing that whatever it is, though, it could be your own vortex. Like, I mean, even my husband in his e-course, the 7-step vortex program, talks about the importance of the chakra system. And he talks and refers to the chakra as our spiral, our vortexes of energy in particular points throughout the body that create, like, obviously you will explain it better than me, but it creates like a line up from the root up until our crown chakra. And what I am seeing for you, pile number 1, is that you have been aligning your chakras. Maybe also lately, because of the Great Bear, the Judgment card, you are going to have, or you already had, a Kundalini awakening. But definitely something very powerful is happening for you at this time, pile number 1. Now, I'm also seeing the 2 of Bows, which traditionally is the 2 of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, like I was saying, the Decision card. So it's very important because I am seeing this man completely aware of his power and leading on fire these 2 Bows. So I feel that you are on the edge of making a very important decision when it comes down to your career, finances, or life path. I am seeing that for those of you guys who choose pile number 1, you could be multi-talented, or definitely you have, there is a decision between, you know, talent A or talent B, job A or job B. Should I invest A or should I invest over B? And this decision will be fundamental for your unfoldment, because that is going to determine in what direction your success of this resurrection that I am seeing with the Judgment card is moving forward, is where is moving forward. And I am seeing that, for example, if you are indecisive about what career to take, I'm definitely feeling that meditation is going to help you tremendously, because I am literally feeling that your guides, because we have a lot of cards between the moon and the star on in all of these cards that indicate to me the fact that you are guarded and protected, and they are speaking to you at this time. So it's very important for you, my piles number 1, that you follow your intuition. You follow especially the synchronicities that are happening in your life. And I don't know why I am seeing 3 particular angels or spirit guides being next to you, and 1 spirit animal, which could be the bear, also very, very close to you. I think with the 9 of Stones and the Great Bear, you are going to be very successful. It's just a matter of choosing what it's in true alignment with your heart. Let me see also some other cards for you. In fact, I am seeing also the card of Solitude, which also indicates a traveler with a bow in a beautiful lake, and there is an island with the light of the moon. The card of Opportunity and the card of Lord of Material Happiness, the 9 of Cups presented for you. I feel if you are undecisive about a particular decision in regards of your career, your job, your success in finances, it's very important with the solitude card that you meditate and you keep secrets. You keep whatever you want to do next for yourself. This is one of the first laws or first suggestion when it comes down, for example, to any spells, manifestations, or law of attraction. You want to share your accomplishment and your manifestation afterwards when they are already visible for everybody. But if you're going out and about and tell other people what are your plans, even if some people might not have bad intention, they're still going to think about it and they're still going to clutter your manifestation with their own intentions and with their own energy. So for you, pile number one, it's fundamental at this time to keep secrets about whatever plans you want to manifest in the future. You want to stay a little bit in hermit mode, in this cave of healing, in solitude. And mind you, solitude doesn't mean loneliness. Is not necessarily correlated with sadness and feeling alone and abandoned. You have understood, due to your hardship and due to your hard work and all the healing work that you have been done in the past, that in actuality, we are never truly alone. And that is why you are receiving direct signs from your spirit guides and angels, maybe even in the form of this pick a card. But whatever it might be for you, you know that at this time, you need to pay very much attention to your internal world and cultivate that point of stillness in solitude. Also with the solitude card, like I was saying before, if you are undecisive between a career or another, for you, my pile number one, I am seeing that a career that it's done through your house in solitude or any sort of entrepreneurship will be perfect for you at this time, because I'm definitely not seeing you working with other people. So if you had in mind to option between working with other people or working alone, definitely the answer that I'm picking up from source and from the universe is to work alone in solitude. And also to the fact that you're not going to remain in darkness forever, because I am seeing through the Great Bear and the solitude card this sensation that no matter how hard you are working, nothing really is coming about, but you always have to struggle. You are always in this dark cave. But this beautiful card of solitude shows you that in actuality, you're not in a dark cave. You are in a beautiful river. You just have to go with the flow. And even though the light of the moon, the light of your own intuition is the only thing that perhaps you are capable of seeing at this time, doesn't mean that it's not enough. Actually, it's perfectly fine for you. And the moon, what is the representative of the moon? Cancer energy. It's that pure intuition of your soul that it's leading you to a treasure island. In fact, the angels are reinforcing this concept through the card of opportunity, money, and abundance. Also, I am hearing this is a message for the people who might have lost their jobs recently. If you are going to keep healing and have faith about the direction, the flowing direction of your soul, and where the universe is trying to place you, you will understand that the universe takes away from you only to give in a much more renewed way and in a different way, but it never takes away from you to leave you without anything. And in fact, you are going to be very successful, in my opinion, if you're going to keep being resilient and persistent about your life purpose and make a very strong decision that is in alignment with your true talents and with your true soul. In fact, at the end of that cave, at the end of that healing chamber, opportunities are going to arise for you. And these opportunities have to do being present, the Nine of Cups, literally from the Sakara Tarot deck, the Lord of Material Success. They have to do with tangible manifestation. They have to do with money. They have to do with whatever you're cherished in your heart that has to do with material stuff. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that spiritual abundance is not what you're gonna get at the end of the road, but I'm very honest as a tarot reader. What I am seeing is that actually you're gonna have some material abundance, some material success. And the Nine of Cups is a notorious cup in the traditional, notorious cup is a notorious card in the traditional deck that does represent the minor arcana for the Star card, and therefore does represent wish fulfillment, pile number one, which obviously indicates what are wishes. Wishes are our precious desire that we carried in our heart. So I am seeing definitely a lot of solitude, time for yourself, but it's all working out perfectly for you in order to make you do the right, to make you make the right decision. And to with this great bear, again, I am seeing to make you come out of this dark tunnel in a much better way, like in a renewed version of yourself, in the best version of yourself, and especially with a lot more power to you. What do I mean by power? I mean with a lot more energy. There is a lot of fire energy, which again reminds me of the Kundalini. So you are awakening to a new level of your consciousness. Now, I also have picked for you two different cards. The first card doesn't necessarily have a meaning, but it is only a picture from my soul deck, and it's this card over here. This card is beautiful because I feel that pile number one, you are extremely sensitive. And again, you have so much hope in your heart that even though you had to go through so many challenges in your life, and still right now, you might be wondering, like, am I ever going to see the end of all these blockages, or all of this poverty, or all of this lack that I have faced in my life, which could have been also emotional lack for some of you. And you're holding your cup, like you're holding what you have, your talent, your light so dearly to you, because you feel, pile number one, that this is the only thing that has remained. And your eyes are so big and so hopeful. And even though you were in the middle of darkness, you were still capable to give to others that cup, that light, that it's the only thing that you feel you possess. This is the reason why your angels and spirit guides are working behind your back to deliver that success. And again, it's not something that it's coming out of the blue. It was all planned from your soul to heal deeply, emotionally. This is what I am seeing. Also, I saw the card of curses for you from the Aradia deck. Now, if you are connected with the plant lavender, I highly suggest you to take a diffuser or put a lavender oil, essential oil in the diffuser, or trying to sage yourself, or use lavender for some protective spell or some purifying spell. You can even do a bath with a lavender essence as long as you're not allergic to it, because I feel that either you have been like one of your ancestors has been cursed, like there has been a family curse going on. And obviously this is a general reading, but there is some negative energy that people have put on you, or this could have been somebody from your family, or this could have been somebody outside of you. This could have been in a past life, believe it or not. It's definitely related to your ancestors. It's definitely related to your lineage. And I feel because of your purity, because of your, your big eyes, your beauty, your sense of generosity, people have always been very envious of you with the curse card. And you have undergone a lot I am hearing tragedy for some of you. Maybe it's a turmoil, like an inner turmoil, but definitely a lot of darkness. And it's almost like you always have felt like cursed by other people. Like you were seeing everybody succeeding, and no matter how much work or effort you were putting, nothing seemed like enough for other people when you were doing it. And I'm hearing this thing, pile number one, there is no need to worry because the toxic energy and the negative energy is going away. It's going to be over. You are healing, you are purging, and very soon you're gonna rise to a different level of consciousness. Remember, whatever things is happening to you at this time or has happened in the past has happened for you and not against you. And moreover, pile number one, I am hearing that your success is going to be very long lasting because it's not a success that comes out of nowhere. It's a success that comes out of your life, out of your hard work, your knowledge especially. Why I'm saying knowledge? Because we do have the 9 of Stones, which again talks about tradition, talks about the shaman being in alignment with source energy, and that's why you're gonna have this new sense of empowerment within your own being. And obviously later on, pile number one, this is going to get manifested into a tangible success, into a tangible opportunity. As you can see from this card, is pretty self-explanatory. Now obviously, like I said before, mind the people that you surround yourself with. Try to stay with people that you know have the best intention at heart towards you, and try to work alone and not share too much, even though it seems so sad to say. But I feel because of all the curses card or the toxic energy that I am perceiving around you and all the hardship that you already have been through, it's very important for you, pile number one, that you allow yourself to rest and conserve your energy. You need to keep your energy for yourself for a while if you want to arrive to this very tangible opportunity and this very tangible success. And that is maybe pile number one, the decision that you need to make at this time to retreat and just think about yourself, because you are going to end that dark night. You're going to see the light at the end of the tunnel and you're going to be successful. It's just that you were purging and healing, but there is definitely a wish coming through at the end of this dark tunnel. Okay, you guys, this is what I am seeing for you, pile number one. I hope the reading resonated and made sense. And hold on, pile number one, I don't know why I just saw a vision of Jesus Christ or Christ consciousness. So I don't know if you're connected to Christ consciousness. This is another sign for you that I am being very honest and very straightforward when I'm saying pile number one, you are going to be successful. So this is going to resonate with you, especially if you are connected to Christ consciousness in a way or another. Okay, pile number one, thank you so much for being here with me today. Comment down below, subscribe, thumbs up, and join my Patreon for extra pick-a card, witchy spells, vlogs, and so much more. And I see you later. Okay, now let's move on. For those of you guys who chose pile number two, will you be successful in regards to your career, life purpose? Let's find out. I'm going to start with the tarot just to see the overall energy, and then we're going to have clarifiers through the oracles. Okay, interesting. So you guys have the King of Swords, the Kingfisher as a first card. Then you guys have also the Page of Vessels, the Otter, which could be one of your spirit animals. And you also have the Nine of Arrows, dedication. And I'm also hearing that the goddess Diana is very close to you, or any aspect of the mother goddess, could be even the Virgin Mary. So pile number two. You know, I feel that you are a very free flowing spirit, and in this lifetime or also in a past life, in case you guys believe in past life, you have been trying a lot of different things. You probably have been trying a lot of different, way of being and things to do in regards to your career, and I feel even right now you don't know exactly what you want to do. But what you know, pile number 2, is the fact that you want to go abroad, or you want to travel, or you want to expand and learn even more about yourself and this planet. I am picking upon the vibe of pile number 2 that you could be starseed as well. So you probably had other incarnation or parallel lives in other dimensions if you guys believe in this sort of things. If you do, I have videos dedicated just about that. So I am seeing that you could be an indigo adult or a child, teenager. I am seeing that you're definitely very different from your peers and your family. You're kind of the outcast, and you, because of this reason, you always have found very hard to find a place where you belong, or even a community. Maybe only lately in the last years, where all this new age spirituality, witchcraft communities have been appeared online, you kind of like finally have found some people or some resonance with this planet, because you always have felt like, why what I think, what I see, what I perceive, it's not understood by many people. I am also hearing that you are into music a lot, or definitely that you possess artistic abilities. I am seeing that you are very connected to the animals or to water, so to the elements of this earth and to their beings. I am seeing that for some of you guys, if you are into intuition or psychic abilities, you could have the very special and rare gift of seeing what animals can think. Like, this is a very rare, special gift. Let me tell you this, like being able to be clairvoyant, clairaudient, or clairsentient for animals, bringing the voice of animals. Like, you understand them, you can hear them, because they don't speak obviously our language, but you know what they're thinking, and you can even work for helping them in a way or another. And for some others of you, you could even have mediumship ability that can connect you to deceased pets or deceased animals on the other side. Now, mind you, this is a general reading. I know these messages that I'm making are very, very straightforward and very specific. So just apply it where they need to be applied towards your life. Now, I'm also seeing that you are waiting on something. You are waiting for something to appear, because probably in the last 6 months, you have been dedicating yourself into a particular project, especially for some of you who have to do with any writing abilities. I am hearing you have a very vivid imagination, pile number 2, and therefore this could be translated into so many things, because I am seeing a lot of people as usual. So it could be for some of you arts of any kind. It could be becoming an author, or becoming something that has to do with cinema, I'm hearing, but anything that is ruled by your deep emotions and that you can transform into beautiful art that has a message. This is what I'm picking up very strongly for you, my pile number 2. So will you guys be successful? I feel that your success, my pile number 2, really has to do with your capacity to endure blockages or obstacles, because you are somebody that unfortunately on the downside kind of like, I'm sorry to say, pile number 2, but gets discouraged a lot. Like, you are somebody that if you don't see immediate results, you feel that you're not good enough, you're not valuable enough, and therefore success is never going to come to you. That's probably because of the way people have treated you when you were a child, or stemming from some past hurts of people that didn't make you feel very valuable. I'm also hearing for some others of you, it could very much be that you have dealt with narcissistic relationships or patterns in your life, also from your family. Obviously, take it only if it's resonating. But I am seeing though that you are learning a lot. Also, pile number 2, what does it mean to be successful? I feel that in a past life, if you believe in past life, you died very young because of a talent or because of extreme success. So in this lifetime, you are learning how to deal with the desire of becoming successful in a different way, because you know that even though this is a very burning desire, you probably have been even famous in a past life or something like that, but you know that even fame can burn your soul super quickly, because fame or success can change people tremendously, and sometimes they can transform them to such an extent where they treat other people badly, and for them it's like it's never enough. It reminds me of the Vedic legend of Rahu and Ketu, and Rahu being this devouring dragon head that devours and wants to devour everything. Now, I'm not into Vedic astrology in and of itself. I just had this vision of the dragon, so I don't know if it's like makes sense for you. But my husband told me about the legend of the dragon, and obviously in Vedic astrology, the dragon is the north node. So I am picking upon the fact that you need to understand what is exactly your north node and how to not make your ego devour your creativity. I even made a post some days ago about this very fact. Like creativity, art, it's never truly uplifting. It never really leads to real spiritual, especially success, if it's not made for sharing with other people, if it's done in a very selfish way. That is when the ego devours your creativity, when you are just creating because you want to be seen, when you're just creating because you want to be famous, you want to be praised, you want to be successful. And mind you, I'm not judging you whatsoever. I actually feel, pile number 2, that you have learned this lesson in a past life, and in this lifetime you are so free because you understood that. But what am I creating for? Am I really creating to grow, expand, and evolve my existing reality and therefore the reality of other people? Or am I just creating just for the sake of it, because I'm so insecure that I need other people to praise me? And because, again, if you believe in this past life, and it is because of this past, this very, it could be even in your, in your childhood that you had, or in your teenager years that you had this this desire to be famous just because. And because of that, you have understood that this desire burns your soul so quickly. And because of that, right now, you are redefining the meaning of success. So will you be famous? No, sorry. Will you be successful? I don't know why for you I got the idea of fame for some reason. But will you be successful? I think you will. But I think in this lifetime, it's going to be quite different than in the past. Or it's going to be, I'm going to be honest, a little bit different than what you expect, pile number 2. One thing is sure, with the 9 of arrows, there is a lot of resistance being that it's holding you back, because yes, this card does represent dedication, so represent the fact that you have to endure a lot of obstacles or challenges, or you perhaps already have endured them, and it's through your focus and your dedication that you're going to arrive to a very good outcome. But at the same time, I feel that pile number 2, you have this tendency of self-sabotaging yourself because of these past hurts that I have channeled for you before. But let's clarify with some oracles at the same time. In fact, I am seeing the card of power with thunderbolts, remain positive, and the Princess of Swords, the Princess of Rushing Winds. Very, very interesting. We have the power card over here for me, tells me about what we were talking about before, about this upset that are coming because of your past or your desires to become extremely successful. It's almost like in this lifetime, you are learning how to face your your action, your karma, but to how to treat people nicely. Because I feel that when you get too obsessed about your career, finances, or your just like your purpose, your goals, you kind of disregard or take for granted the people that are actually helping you around you, or the people in general. You just want to do it for yourself. Again, that metaphor of the dragon head that just wants to eat and eat and eat. So it's very important for you, if you want to be successful, especially pile number 2, that you balance yourself in regards to desires of powers. Why do you want to be successful? How you can contribute to the world with your talents and gifts? How can you heal yourself? How can you improve? How can you become the best version of yourself? Those are all the questions that, in my opinion, you always have to keep in mind, pile number 2. And through dedication, you will see that these upsets that are stemming from this desire for power are going to be balanced, and you're going to live a much more fulfilling experience in this lifetime. I'm also seeing remain positive though, and the Princess of Swords, the Princess of Rushing Winds. So I feel that it's not that you're not going to be successful, you are going to be successful, but it's very important that you redefine the way you perceive success, what it means for you. And with the Princess of Rushing Winds, it's very important that you study thoroughly the situation that you're facing. For instance, let's say you have some challenges undergoing in present times in regards to your life purpose or your job. With the Princess of Swords and the Page of Vessel, it's very important that you learn to be logical. You learn to observe and go towards the right direction after this observation. Any action that it's going to be very passionate, for instance, passionate meaning very rushed, very emotional, too emotional, it's going to lead you towards your south node, in my opinion. It's going to lead you towards your past, and it's not going to get you what you truly want, even if you reach that success, because it's going to leave you with this very bad taste in your mouth of being very rude to other people, or not being capable or dealing with your powers, so even your internal powers. But instead, if you charge yourself, you observe, you remain calm, logical, generally positive, I am seeing that you're going to redefine the way you see success, and you're going to contribute a lot more, not only for your own personal success, but also to the success of other people, if it makes sense. Because it's like I am seeing more of a tree with branches expanding. So you are destined, pile number 2, to do something that revolves other people, or that gives to other people in a way that you have never done before. Now also I have other 2 cards for you. One card doesn't necessarily have a meaning, it's just a picture, so I can channel. And this is very interesting because I am seeing, you guys, pile number 2, that you have a very strong, like I said, imagination, but a very open third eye. But the problem with this third eye is the fact that sometimes you lose yourself in your thoughts, you lose yourself in your visions, and you're not able to materialize what you know will work. You know, I saw in my own lifetime so many people with incredible ideas, incredible talents, but at the same time, their ideas will just remain in the ether. They were always talking about it, but they were never doing them. They were never they couldn't make a plan in order to get successful with those ideas. And then they were seeing people that were less talented perhaps, or had less creativity than them, going much further. And this could be your case, because remember, you could have the best ideas in the world, but if you're not fulfilling a need for anybody, if you're not creating value for other people to see and to have, you're not doing anything, and those ideas are not going to last in the long term. So this is something that you absolutely, pile number 2, need to take care of. And in fact, for you, I'm also seeing the card of the masculine. Now, this card represents the god, represents source energy in its masculine polarity, represents either a very important person in your life, pile number 2, that has a divine masculine polarity in them, very strong, because we both have divine masculine, divine feminine within our own self. We are whole and complete. Let's remember this. But it could be that a person that is next to you, a father figure, a boyfriend, a friend, anything along those lines that has, or even a girl could have a very strong masculine presence, is teaching you how to go about your future, how to plan, how to take those creative ideas and put the effort and the dedication in the long term to see them actually succeeding. Or maybe this is just a suggestion from the cards that again are letting you know, pile number 2, if you're just gonna sit and watch but not really, and just receive these ideas but not truly become a vessel for those ideas to be birthed into the world, you're not going to be successful in this lifetime. And if you're going to reach that, it's going to be very, very empty for you. But instead, if you're going to take this imagination, take those ideas and be logical and study and dedicate yourself, you will stop sabotaging yourself subconsciously. You will absolutely be successful. But your success, remember, lies on the fact that you are capable of sharing your creativity. That whatever ideas you're getting, you could get like 10 ideas. But from those 10 ideas, you only get 2 of these ideas because you see that these 2 ideas are also for creating values for other people. Instead, if you would take all these 10 ideas, or just like those 5 that will only nurture and nourish you in a very egotistical way, I feel that you might reach success, but it's going to be very hard on you in the long term. So be very careful about this, pile number 2. Try not to rush anything. Try to be more grounded, especially, and to utilize again those ideas that you know are going to create values for others, even if they are less, in quantity. For you, pile number 2, what it's going to work is dedication, and it's quality over quantity. Okay, this is what I am seeing for you, pile number 2. I hope the reading resonated. Comment down below, share your story, subscribe, thumbs up, and join my Patreon for extra content that I love making for you guys. That includes pico cards, zodiac predictions, and so much more. And I see you later. Okay, pile number 3. Let's find out together, will you be successful in regards to your career and your life purpose and so much more. I'm going to start with the tarot just to see your overall energy, and then we're going to have clarifiers through the tarot, through the oracles. So let's move on to the tarot. Wow, very interesting. So immediately, I am seeing the Archer card over here, which traditionally is the Chariot card. Then you also have another major arcana, pile number 3, which is the Forest Lovers, or traditionally called the Lovers card. And then we also have the Page of Arrows, the Wren. And the arrows are Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Wow. I feel immediately, pile number 3, this is a very intense pile. And mind you, I'm probably going to be a little bit specific. So if it doesn't resonate, go ahead and choose another pile or more than one, just to have a even more specific message and tailor-made for you. But what I am seeing is that you are destined to be successful, because the Archer, not only it's very focused, and also what I am seeing is that the dog or the wolf is your spirit animal. But with the Archer, it's like this Archer is literally pointing in only one direction, and this Archer knows, she or he, that it's going to be very successful. Because do you know what I always say, even in my e-course where I teach how to become successful and manifest, co-creating your own reality, link is down below, by the way. I always say, if you stay consistent and focused with your energy and pointed like an arrow into one specific direction, it is obvious that you're going to see improvements. That is for sure. It's a fundamental basis, but most likely you're also going to be very successful. In fact, if you see people that usually achieve like their dream life, or rather their life purpose, are people that since they were children, they knew exactly what they were talented at and they obsessively pointed towards that direction. And usually they always succeed, because I'm not necessarily saying that you have to become obsessive, but probably you're one of these people. You're one of these people, pile number 3, that since you were a kid, or maybe later on in your teenager years, or just even recently if you guys are very young, you just know what you want out of life. And it doesn't matter what it is exactly, because you guys are so many, but you're so determined and you know at the very core what you want, that I am telling you right now, pile number 3, it's going to come true out of your own persistence. Now, I'm also seeing though, with the Lovers card, which is obviously a very beautiful and powerful card, exactly like the Chariot, that could be that for some of you, you're going to obtain success due to your soulmate or twin flame, depending on the label that you prefer and resonate more with you. But what I'm trying to say is that I feel that pile number 3, you are destined to fulfill your purpose through another person. Like, I am definitely seeing that it could be even in a relationship, or maybe for some others of you, your success relies upon creating your own family and therefore finding the love of your life. This could be very much possible. And for those of you who are interested in romance as well, it could very much be that your partner or future partner is a fundamental part of your life purpose, because you guys share the same life purpose together. How beautiful. You could even create a family business together, or definitely work together, maybe in the same job. I don't know how exactly it's going to play out for all of you guys, but I am seeing there is definitely a communion of heart in your destiny, and this is what is going to make you successful in the long term. Because I mean, the forest lovers are two people vibrating at the same amount of energy with a very similar frequency, staring in each other's eyes and promising each other to stay together always, in the bad, the good, and the ugly. Now, I'm also seeing though, for some others of you who might not be really that into lovers or romance, this could be with the Lovers card, that a very important decision, a fundamental decision for your life is about to come for you. And the universe is gonna ask you, do you want to give up on your purpose, or do you want to stay and, like the Archer says, just pointing towards your goals? And if that is your case, well, I am suggesting you, pile number 3, that you don't give up on your purpose, because with the Chariot card, enormous success and movement forward could come very soon for you. Not even mentioning that the Archer, the Chariot card is number 7. So I'm also seeing, pile number 3, that you are very connected with your higher self and with your spirit guides, because number 7, many says, is the number of Christ consciousness, but at large is the number of spirit that embodies that energy. You could have a soul urge number 7, a life path number 7, or recently you have been seeing 777 a lot, and it's a very occult number in and of itself because of its vibration. So I am seeing that from the 6 you will go to the 7, from the Lovers card, the Decision, you will go to the Chariot. So once this very fundamental decision, pile number 3, it's going to be made by you to whether or not to keep persisting on your path, on your life purpose, or to just give up. Once you will do and make this decision of like, no, I'm going to keep staying and being persistent, you are really going to move forward, and you are going to see this probably from the full moon on, or whatever, because the Speaker card is timeless. If recently you're going to have a full moon, you're going to see that but from then. Now, I'm also seeing the card of the Page of Arrows, the Wren. Now, I'm also seeing that the wolf, but also the bird could be one of your spirit animal. And every time I see birds, I always connect them to the music and to singing and to voice. So probably part of your purpose has to do with the way you use your voice, or you have a very strong Mercury placement, or you could be a Gemini, sun, moon, or rising. I'm also seeing that you're very connected to nature, and being an environmentalist could be also part of your communication. You might be teaching the people how to take care of Mother Earth, or Mother Earth is giving you signal in regards to your life purpose. Now, I'm also seeing though, pile number 3, that you might be a little bit skeptical about this pick a card in and of itself, because you are surrounded by the winter. Now, what do we mean by winter? It could be obviously literal, like you are surrounded by the cold right now, and your success, it's going to happen somewhere else. What do I mean? Maybe it's going to happen during spring or summer, whenever that is going to be for you. Or maybe the cold is simply a metaphor that symbolizes your environment. I think that you are on the right path, pile number 3, but I feel that your environment is not stimulating you enough. It's not giving you enough. And probably you need to find still the right people, the right community, or the right job to canalize this purpose 100%. Because the cold brings me this this feeling of like not being able to put your roots anywhere yet. I'm also seeing though that you have a great determination, like I was saying before. So I feel that you are going to see improvements in the next 6 months, or even prior to that, for sure. Another message that I have for you, my pile number 3, is to be very mindful of your heart. I am seeing a lot of heart chakra problem. For example, it could be that you have been so determined about your success in your career recently that your heart is weakening. Remember, there cannot be any purpose or any manifestation without the heart chakra. So for example, it's very important for you to meditate and to open your heart chakra, rebalance it, because I feel it's getting a little bit weaker. And in the case of those of you guys who are single, or you didn't find yet your soul family, or your tribe in a way or another, expanding and rebalancing your heart chakra is the decision that your soul wants you to make in order to actually become successful. Now, I also have another additional message just by looking at this card. What I can tell you about not finding your community or your tribe yet is because for many of you, there is a travel in place in foreign lands, whatever foreigner means for you, because the Page of Arrows does represent dealing with foreigners. So for example, it could be that your communication will appeal more to a different culture. For instance, if you remember those bands like Led Zeppelin, or like even the Beatles, I think, but let's just mention Led Zeppelin, that were from England. They actually had a huge breakthrough when they went to America. It's not because in England they weren't appreciated, but Americans truly fell in love with their music and catapulted them into mainstream popularity. That could happen also for you. If you're dealing with music, this metaphor could be literal, or it could be that simply you resonate more with a different culture, or that is different for where you are at this time. And so yeah, let's see the oracles as well. So the first 3 oracles that I am seeing are the Wonders card, the Wait and Patience and the Princess of Cups, the Princess of Palace of the Floods. Very interesting. I feel that your success is going to come by looking at these cards, but it has to come at the right time. And I feel with that light going off immediately for you guys, it's like I feel for my pile number 3, you are a bright star, but it's very important that you remain patient and you understand that life has its own divine timing for a reason, that it's for you and not against you. In the meantime, you could connect, for example, to crystals with the Wonders card and understand better the direction of your heart, and also connect better with your higher self. Because I feel with the Princess of Cups, you are in need to find this person that is going to give you this breakthrough. And this person is a foreigner or comes from foreign lands. And so it has to be the right timing. And that is why probably your success didn't happen yet, because you are going to find this person, or actually this person is going to find you. And even though you do not have the star card, I am seeing the stars. I am seeing taking a boat, taking a travel through the ocean by night. Your aura could be blue, very connected to the throat chakra. And I am also seeing again this very strong connection with spirituality. So you could do even a spiritual job for some of you. But regardless of what job or what career or life purpose that you're doing, I'm literally seeing this travel or a person coming towards you and letting you discover where you actually belong to. And with the Weight card, it is evident for me that you are going to be successful, but I'm not going to, be dishonest with you guys. It's not going to happen immediately. There are some steps that you need to make, and probably even if you're watching this video, by the time that I'm posting it, this pandemic didn't help out your destiny because of the lockdowns and many things, like we're kind of stuck and blocked at home. But I feel the time, even though the speaker card is timeless. So this is just a parenthesis for the people who are watching this in 2020 and 2021. I am seeing that your time is going to come, pile number 3, during 2022. From 2022 on, you are going to see that rising success that the Chariot is predicting for you, the Archer card. Now, I also have other 2 Oracle cards for you, and one card doesn't necessarily have a meaning. I just use them for channeling, and it's this one. And it just reminds me of a woman or a man asking help from the universe in order to get away from the winter, get away from the subconscious mind, from a deep ocean of consciousness, or just simply get away from something. And this is you asking the universe, pile number 3, please get me out. Please take me out of here. Maybe you're still living with your parents and you don't like it. Maybe you're living in a house that you detest and you just want to move on. I don't know what it is exactly for you, because of course you guys are so many and this is a general reading, but I am seeing that you want to get out, and the universe is is listening to you at this time. And the way you're going to get out, I feel for those of you guys who resonate with pile number 3, is through a travel or through meeting a very special and important soulmate that it's very tied up with your destiny and life purpose. In fact, I didn't even see this card because I never see them before I record the video, before I do the prediction. You guys literally have the Escape card. I mean, this is amazing. Like, that's it. The reason why you didn't have success so far, it's because you are caged somewhere, like even inside of you, and you just want to get out. But the moment that you're gonna get out, you're gonna find a place where you belong. Now, for some others of you with the Wonders card, this could be really metaphorical of getting away from your comfort zone and finding your alignment, finding the place that truly resonate with your spirit. And with the Foreigner card, with the Page of Arrows, I feel that you're going to find a true deep part of yourself when you are going to to start experimenting with yourself. I feel pile number 3, you are too afraid of doing things. You are too afraid of the judgment of other people. But if you do not experiment and even, put yourself to risk of the judgment of other people, because in actuality, you can never be liked by everybody anyway, you are not going to access that true success that it's meant to be for you. You have to stand out for who you really are and for your special self. So also with the escape card that I am seeing, and escaping the winter, it's almost like escaping the winter of your consciousness. Why are you afraid to show yourself up for who you really are? Because if you're going to show up and communicate, especially, become more assertive, become more of a leader, of a warrior even, I am seeing for some of you, you guys are meant to have a big success, not a small one, a really big one. And again, in my opinion, pile number 3, it's really tied with somebody. It could be even a woman with the Princess of Cups, the Princess of the Palace of the Floods. This is somebody very abundant that it's going to show you a lot of what you have inside. I feel this could be even like you meeting a life coach or you meeting a therapist or a psychic. I don't know exactly, but this person is going to show you the great light that you have inside, the great wonders that you possess. And when you're going to understand how great you are going to communicate this to the world and help other people. And that is when you are going to become unstoppable. But the first thing that you gotta do, physically or metaphorically speaking, is to get out from that cold place where you just don't belong. And either people have caged you into that perspective, or you have caged yourself because you're too afraid to get out of your comfort zone. But hey, listen, this is what I'm hearing from your angels and spirit guides. The more you're going to do things like the norm, the more you're going to stay in the status quo, political correct, however you want to put it, but the more you're just going to do the same thing over and over again and never experimenting with your own talents, with your own wonders, the more you are blocking your own success. You are blocking yourself from thriving. But the moment that you're going to lose yourself up, things are going to start coming. And for sure, pile number 3, many of the things that you're destined to have in terms of career and success and finances really have to do with traveling, really have to do with moving on to foreign lands. Okay, so let me see. I want to pull another cards for you guys. So let's see a second with the tarot if I can get any additional messages. Okay, we also have the High Priestess card. How beautiful. Pisces card. Again, like, I feel for some of you guys, you could very much be into spirituality or have clairvoyancy or psychic abilities. And therefore, don't be afraid of your gifts, because your psychic gifts are the thing that is going to massively contribute to your success, whether this is going to become like an actual career or whether it's more about tuning in with personally with your own angels and spirit guides and listening to the signs and especially where they want you to go physically. Just following and going with the flow. That is going to help drastically your improvements. But no shadow of a doubt, you guys are destined to success and in foreign lands. Okay? This is what I see for you guys. I hope the reading resonated and makes sense. Comment down below, share your stories, subscribe, and thumbs up if you like this video. And join my Patreon for extra pick-a card lives, content, and so much more. All right, and see you later. Okay, pile number 4. Let's find out together if you are going to be successful in regards to your career, finances, and so much more. I'm going to start with the tarot to see the overall energy, and then we get some clarifiers through the oracles. So let's get started. All right, the cards that I have for you guys, wow, interesting. You guys have 3 major arcana as an overall energy. Like, wow, what is going on? Okay, so you have the Guardian number 15, which is the Devil card. Then you also have the Stag number 8. And then you also have the Shaman number 1, which will be the Magician card. Very interesting. So I feel that you guys, pile number 4, you want success so badly in whatever it is that you're doing. But with the Guardian card and the Devil card, I feel that you are pushing it a little bit too much on the extent of things that you are willing to do. And with the Stag card being the god represented and the Tree of Life, what I think it's very important for you is that you go back to your own consciousness, to source energy. And with the Shaman, which represents the Magician card, it's very important that you go back to the roots of yourself to have a new beginning. So this is a 50-50 type of reading, and we need more clarifiers, so don't just drop immediately because I'm going to tell you something. I need to see also the other cards. But immediately what I can tell you just by looking at the overall energy, pile number 4, it's the fact that with the Devil card, whatever it is that you're doing in present time that you think is your life purpose and you just want to move ahead with that, and you actually didn't receive many results, or the results maybe have been even impressive and massive depending on your particular case, but you're just not happy. You are actually been feeding a lot of dependency, addiction. Addiction could be anything. It could be addiction even to social media, addiction to food, or not eating enough, not taking proper care of yourself, or being surrounded by people that were only there to use you. With the Devil card, it just tells me that the direction of your compass is bended, and your ego is bended towards things that don't really matter, because the type of success that you want to attract, or probably for some others of you that you already have attracted, has not made you feel happy, has made you feel actually drained and depleted. And the thing is with the Devil card and the Guardian card is that you feel that this is all you know, this is all you can get, this is it. But this is not true. You don't have to be in this resistant energy forever. It's just a matter of your choice. And remember, what you believe in is what you attract, is what you create. So I'm seeing with this Devil card that whatever success you already got, or that you are trying to get, it's gonna lead you very empty, and it's not actually what you need. Also, the Stag card, the number 8 in the traditional tarot, does represent the Justice card. And with the Shaman card, I am seeing that for those of you guys who resonate with pile number 4, that if you are going to align yourself with the roots of who you are, with this new beginning, you actually have the potential to manifest so much better for your spirit and for your soul, because you have an immense amount of energy. But I feel pile number 4, the way you have been directing this energy, it's not being very productive for your soul and for your spirit. Like, I am seeing that if you're going to still push on this direction, you're gonna end up maybe a little bit miserable on the inside. But instead, if you're going to give up on this toxic energy, whatever it means for you, pile number 4, you are going to have a new successful beginning. And it all has to do with karma. With what it is, I always say this, is your action, the way you are going to perform your actions. And for you, pile number 4, it all has to do with recreating a new energy and have a new beginning. So for the moment, from what I am seeing through this card, pile number 4, you're not going to be successful if you're going to remain stuck in this very unhealthy pattern that you are creating for yourself. Now, I'm also seeing though that you could have dealt, because of the fact that your compass is not really bent towards your north node or towards your destiny, you have been dealing with a lot of struggles, a lot of challenges, and so it's becoming really hard to keep going in this way, pile number 4. So pile number 4, you absolutely need a new new beginning. And you will see that if you will have a new beginning and point yourself towards a different direction, you're going to feel so much stronger and so much more in balance with divine order. And I feel that in case you don't want to do that because you're so stubborn, pile number 4, divine order is going to come into your life. Like some more blockages are going to happen, because remember, rejection is a blessing from God, from source energy. It's not against you. It's just there to tell you, well, maybe this is not the best course of action. For sure, for some, initial rejection could be just because you have to work on your persistence, but particularly for you, so check also on your intuition, pile number 4. I definitely feel that the obstacles and the rejections have to do with the fact that you have to have a new beginning. You need to put yourself into a different perspective and a different vibration, because I am picking up on this energy that you feel very drained, whatever you have been doing, pile number 4. So it's really important to take a step back from this devil energy, from this guardian and skeleton energy. Maybe you're not even eating properly lately or things like that. It's very important that you regain your roots, you regain your divine order within, and really become back the alchemist, the creator of your own reality. Because I saw that, in my opinion, you have been doing really great manifestation for a while in the past years, and then all of a sudden everything kind of dropped and stopped because your intention changed, or you have lost yourself during the process, and this is what is blocking your abundance. This is what is blocking your success. So it's imperative for you, pile number 4, that you take a step back and go back to who you truly are in order to regain this very powerful energy that in fact you have, because you are an unlimited being. Also, you could be a very old soul, pile number 4. So I am seeing that you just can do it if you just remember who you are and the reason why you came here on this earth. Because otherwise, with the Justice card, karma is gonna come, divine order is gonna come, it's gonna show you in a way or another what is in fact your true purpose and your true path. Now, for some others of you, I am seeing that you probably recently have been dealing with a lot of like losses with the devil card, or just a very unhealthy pattern towards your career or with the people around you. And if that is the case, I feel that when you're ready, it's very important. So yeah, it's very important that you change your environment, or possibly for many of you also your job, because I am picking upon this energy. I keep seeing it of like, you are drained, you are exhausted, so you are in need to just point yourself towards a different direction. This is very important for you, pile number 4. Also, with the oracles, I am seeing the card of diligence, which this card literally means flying high and see things from a different perspective. You also have the card of the Princess of Wands, the Princess of Shining Flame, and the Trust card, which reminds me of Christ consciousness. So the Princess of Wands, or the Prince of Wands, does represent the Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, or Sag. It represents foreign lands, new things, new environments, expansion. And the Trust card is almost the sign for you, pile number 4, from the universe, that you absolutely need to change direction, and you have to trust in the signs that you're receiving lately, that they're telling you, yes, you value so much more. Your passion with the Princess of Wands is somewhere else. You cannot go against all odds constantly in your life and trying hard and just having people against you, and then falling for addicted things, or maybe you're just being too obsessive about becoming successful about this particular purpose, that I feel it's not your purpose anymore. Maybe it has been for a while, but now the energy are shifting and changing, and they are literally screaming for you, pile number 4, that you need to move towards a different direction, or at the very least for present time, by the time you're watching this video, mind you, my pick-up cards are timeless, you need to fly high and see a different perspective. You cannot bang your head on the wall forever, but you have so much potential. You have so much energy with the Shaman card and the Stag card. Like, divine order can be with you if you align yourself towards the direction of trust and faith, and the universe telling you, yes, rejection is happening happening, but it's not because we are against you. It's because there's so much better for you. It's our blessing for you, so you can finally break free and see things from a different and higher perspective. Also, I am seeing 2 other cards. I'm going to start with the card that have no meaning. I just channeled from them. They are these 2. I'm going to show them also on the table. And as you can see, we do see a man opening his heart chakra and getting the crown chakra incredibly activated. So your heart chakra and your crown chakra are extremely connected at this time. And I'm also seeing this man on top of a mountain and really opening himself up to the universe, or herself up to the universe, with an expanded flower symbolizing the crown chakra. But this person is in pain. She's looking like, almost I'm seeing like in a black hole. And a black hole takes all the light inside. What you have been doing lately is sucking up your energy and your light, because you're just not on the right path. You're not in the right place. But if you're going to open your heart again and find the root of who you are, I am seeing that great expansion, new ideas and new beginnings are going to come for you. And that is going to be the spark that you need to truly be successful, spiritually also abundant in this lifetime. I am also seeing something very specific for some of you guys, that you have been trying to do things like everybody else, or you have been trying to follow a dream that it's not really yours. Your dream is something else. And maybe for some of you, you guys are channelers. You guys are mediums. You guys can hear the voice from the angels and the spirit world. And there is a higher being that is protecting you at this time and wants to come through you through telepathy and then through your voice. It could come through art, through psychic abilities. For some others of you, instead, is just this awakening, this illumination that comes from your heart chakra that is letting you know enough of getting drained. Like every time that you're doing a job and you're putting so much effort, so much more compared to other people, and you're not getting anything on the other side, you know that that is not really what you're meant to do. And I'm seeing also that if you're getting very drained, you're getting like really low with your energy, you're always tired, maybe you're not tapping into your inner greatness. You're not tapping into source energy, because when you're doing what you're truly meant to do, it doesn't matter how many hours you're working, you're truly never feel that tired, because you're charged with this great energy from the universe and from your soul that is cheering you up and telling you, yes, indeed, you are on the right path. That doesn't mean though that hard work is like, it's something that you should completely disregard. I am not saying that. Of course, hard work pays off, but when it's like in this very toxic energy of like resistance and getting lower and darker and nothing is coming about, that is when you're banging your head from on a wall. Now, I am seeing though that if you're going to take a step back from this energy, put yourself into reflective mode, meditation mode, reconnect back to your heart chakra, I am seeing that a new idea will pop up, and that will be the spring for your new beginning, that it's imperative. It's going to come regardless. Even if you don't do this, it's going to come, because I see that otherwise it's not even about success for you, pile number 4. It is really about feeling like a zombie, feeling dead inside, because your spirit is just not, it's not spreading its wings as it would want to in this lifetime. But if you're going to use your energy to have a new beginning, leave whatever needs to be left behind, and regaining back that inner pure power that is inside your soul, I am seeing that you have the beautiful ecstasy card. And the ecstasy card is such a powerful omen, such a powerful premonition for you guys, because for me, it indicates for pile number 4 that you are liberating yourself. Your smile is coming back. You feel recharged. You feel powerful. You feel ecstatic, passionate again. What you need to find back is your passion, and your passion with the Princess of Wands has to do with something that you don't know yet. You need to discover, you need to experiment, you need to expand expand to an horizon that has to do with having a lot of faith, because maybe money are related to your present job or whatever it is that you're doing. You don't know whether or not it's going to work out if you follow your heart. But as I always say, you're never wrong if you follow love. Like, life can change in an instant, and it can change for the better when you follow the signs from the universe, because your angels and spirit guides do have the best interest at hand for you. And divine order anyway, it's going to come into your life. I feel that if you're going to follow this new beginning, you're really going to find the success that your soul wants to experience in this lifetime, which has to do with liberation. No more cages, no more judgment for others, just you for the beautiful self that you are, pile number 4. Let me get some other cards for you. In fact, we also have the 10 of Pentacles. The tree of life in the Kabbalah is represented by this card, indicating that your success has to do with more finances as well. I feel that even though you might be scared of leaving this job, in actuality, when a light goes off, a new light comes up. It's just a matter of redirecting your compass. And in actuality, I feel that for those of you guys who are ready to take this leap of faith, you are going to find a much more stable place. And actually, I am predicting for you, pile number 4, that you're going to have so much more money than what you're making right now, because what you're making right now is penny compared to what you're capable of with this huge energy. You just have to trust that you need to direct yourself into a new beginning. You need to move towards your karma, actually your dharma, and not your karma, your past karma, because you're not gonna get anything out of it apart from feeling drained and deplenished. So yeah, let me see another cards just in case we need to add anything. And I'm also seeing the 6 of Swords for you guys, which lets me know immediately that also with the Princess of Wands, a new relocation, a new home, a new job, it's going to come into your life very soon. And a new passion for sure, because she's the princess of the shining flame. But with the 6 of Swords also has to do with like moving to a different land, to a different country, to a different place, or just simply with your mind shifting the focus. It's like the signs are so clear for you, group number 4. It's really time to move on and move towards the direction of your flame, towards the direction of something new that it's much more abundant. So yeah, you're going to be successful only if you're going to move towards this new direction. You also have the beautiful Queen of Swords and the Lord of Ruin, the 10 of Wands. Yeah. Pile number 4, it's like it's enough with the past, with the heavy burdens of the past, the devil energy. This could be even for some of you a relationship, but especially since we're talking about career and finances, we are talking about a job. And with the Queen of Swords representing the energy that cuts off things, it really represents cutting off everything that is stemming from this toxic devilish energy of the past. Also, the Queen of Swords in my Sakara deck does represents the goddess Hathor, the goddess of love and music. So maybe your heart is more passionate about art, or maybe your heart is more passionate about music, or for some others of you, it could be that listening to binaural beats, subliminals, or any type of music at this time will give you the confidence and the clarity to realign yourself, and therefore hearing your higher self much better. Because I feel for you, pile number 4, it's like there is a lot that has been going on in your past, pile number 4. And it's like, how long can you feel like a skeleton? How long can the sun shine, but you're not there to see it? So I feel the strong energy from Archangel Michael, especially telling you, let your burden to us angels, let us help you. You stopped asking for our help. Please trust us when we say you need to let go of this thing and move towards a new direction. This is fundamental for your life, pile number 4. I'm sorry that I am like really stressing this point, but I am seeing that your talent and your potential is so huge, is that you are wasting it towards something that it's truly that was never meant to stay in the long run. You need to liberate yourself and find that passion and that ecstatic feeling again. So trust Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is famous because with his blue protective light, he cuts every cords and every negative energy that stems from bad relationship or past life or any past vows that you might have made. So just trust the angels and trust this new light that I am seeing, that especially it's coming up from a revelation from your crown chakra. Maybe a dream, it could be, maybe an intuition, maybe something that is going to happen in your life. It's going to be such like such a moment that you're going to be like, enough, I just cannot handle the situation anymore, I cannot go on like this anymore. And that is when I will see you moving and have this new beginning. And when you will have this new beginning, it will be so much abundant. Like I am telling you guys, I am seeing you meeting a soul family, perhaps maybe a new partner for some of you who might be single or living a relationship, but I am seeing you abundant, and especially pile number 4 in a much more stable, grounded place. And that is going to be your kind of forever place, your place where you will be really able to shine and thrive. Okay, this is all for today, guys. This is what I see for you, my pile number 4. I hope the reading resonated and made sense. Comment down below, let me know your stories. So subscribe and thumbs up, and join my Patreon for more Pika cards, zodiac predictions, and so much more. And I'll see you later. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for being here with me today, and I will see you later in another of my Pika cards or video. And keep in mind, you're never wrong if you follow love. Bye!